Welcome to the Evolution of KPP World 3. I think the first part was, the creation of the series. The creation of the series was back probably when I was in, I'd have to say 4th or 5th grade. Me and my friends would sit at the Lego table at TLC and we'd play Kirby Pizza Palace. And it was actually just a game with Legos, and we just served pizza. But then once I took over the idea, and it wasn't my idea at first, it was my friend's, but after I took over and he got over KPP, or Kirby Pizza Palace, I took over and made it into a whole series. The creation was more of a collaboration than just one person, but I came up with the main characters. There was Kirby, GK, Bunk, Zach, and Kirby, GK, Bunk, Zach, and Kabe, and Wayno. I think there were a total of 6, yeah. Bunk, Kirby, Zach, Wayno, Kabe, and GK. So, yeah. And then I made the series less about pizza. And I actually made it more about the actual characters. So I decided I would make it an action series. So then I went on to make it an action series. I went on designing a whole bunch of drawings. I made a whole series that I would play with my friend or my brother. And we'd actually act it out. We'd play in real life and we do it. But once I got too old for that, I started wondering, well, how can I make this into a game? And around 7th grade and 8th grade, I really wanted to be a video game creator. So I decided, well, I'll draw sketches for level designs for Kirby Pizza Palace. And at around that time, I was really into Zelda, so I wanted to make it like a 3D world and all that stuff. But then, actually, before I did all that, I think that was in 6th grade. But right around 7th grade, I think it was 7th grade, during Christmas break, I wanted to make a video game with lunar magic, and that's really where I got into all the level designs for Super Mario World. Believe it or not, the first KPP World sucked, and a lot of the levels were either impossible, literally impossible. You couldn't beat the level because of the goal or something, or they just were blatant edits, or they were how do I put this? They weren't edited at all. So, I mean, KPP World, and actually KPP World 1, the title screen didn't have didn't have custom actions, and the first KPP World was actually supposed to be launched on Christmas Day, this year, but I mean, it didn't happen. I mean, I said New Year's Day, and then what's it called? I mean, I got sick, and it was past New Year's Day, and it wasn't really released, but I mean, I was just making a Let's Play of it. I never released it, and I probably plan on never releasing it. But then the next Christmas, I thought, well, maybe I'll try and make a better hack. So then, the first 2 times, my first 2 hacks, I solely relied on YouTube. I did not once go to Super Mario World Central, which was a huge mistake on my part. But, I mean, KPP World 2 has a special place in my heart. I don't know why. I mean, the levels are blatant, and I like the music. But, the level design is pretty bad if you think about it. And then last year, during Thanksgiving break, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna start on Thanksgiving break, and I'm gonna make KPP World 3, so then I'll be able to release it on Christmas Day. And that never happened. But it was all for quality. I mean, last I was like, you know what? I am not releasing this on Christmas Day because I want it to actually be good. So then and then I made the teaser video, and I'm like, okay, um, what about like I made the teaser video, and it said coming this summer, and then in July or like August on my page, I was like, my Facebook page at this KPP World, I was like, you know what, I can't keep giving a date for this. I'm gonna finish it when I finish it. So then on Thanksgiving break, I'm like, well, I have a whole week to do this. Why not just get it done now? So I literally worked on KPP World 3 for like, I'd have to say, how long was it? Like 90 hours that week? It was crazy. Well, not 90 hours that. It was probably 90 hours that month, but you know what I mean. It was a crazy amount of time. And I kept track of my time. It took me a little over 290 hours to make the game, not including the 6 hours it took me to test the game. So, yeah, that was part 1, and stay tuned for the next part. So, part 2 is level design. So, level design. Level design, in my opinion, is a very, very important part of the entire game, right next to overworld design and music choice. But in my opinion, I think level design may be the most important part. The second most important part would probably be the music choice. The music choice is what keeps people there. I mean, I try every time I look for a new music choice on Super Mario Central. I always look up a video of that song, and there's actually some pages that on YouTube that play just Super Mario World custom songs. That's all they upload. So I test those out. I listen to what they sound like first before I even think about putting them in the game. But I mean, music is really important in the game. So let's back up a little. Music in video games has always been important to me. I mean, I've always been inspired to do things by video game music, and actually, a long time ago, I didn't like actual music, like the instruments and the bands and stuff. Now I do, but I mean, back then, it was all about video game music. I loved it. It would inspire me every time I draw a new level. I would hum that music. I'd like draw levels based on the music from that level or whatever. It was just a very important part of whatever I did, and it really inspired me to make these levels. And even while I make the levels in KPP World 3 and stuff, I sometimes even hum songs in my head. It is very important to me. So now let's go to the actual level design. Level design, in my opinion, is important. The level design in KPP World 3 is way, way, way above the level design in KPP World 1 and KPP World 2. The reason being, KPP World 1 actually had to be possible without save states, because at that point in time, I did not have a controller. So the controller was my Wii. I had the homebrew channel back then, and I would use my Wii to make the game, or I would use the homebrew channel to play the game. So, and then in KPP World 2, I finally got a PC controller, and I love it. I still have it to this day, and it's awesome. It's like an Xbox 360 controller. It has a USB plug-in, and I think it's by Logitech. But anyways, the level design in KPP World 2, I wanted to be a lot harder. I thought when I finished that, I was like, there's no way I can make this any harder. But then in KPP World 3, I really dropped the ball on that one. I made it very, very difficult. I was really proud of myself. I thought I could never make such a hard hack, and I did. And the thing is, before my levels in like KPP World 1 and 2 were solely based on objects. I thought, oh, I'll never be good at placing sprites in the right place. Oh, I can make a level without sprites. That's hard. But no, every single level that I made in KPP World 3 that's hard had sprites in it. I was it was just I was just amazed at how well I made the levels work with sprites. It was just crazy. So, yeah, and then let me think. Oh yeah, I wanted to make KPP World 3 more of a Kaizo-ish hack. And I really did. I mean, I got like at least 10 game overs trying to beat the game while on the playthrough. And during my playthrough of testing the game, I actually had to restart 4 times. Like, I started the first time, couldn't get past World 3 because of a stupid error that I got, or because of the path, you know how you set the paths, and I don't know. But, and then the second time I got past almost all the way through World 3, and then the third time I got to World 5, and then the fourth time, I got to like World 6 or something. Yeah, World 6. And then the fourth time, or the fifth time I made it through. So, yeah, level design is very, very important. And it was actually, my level design, I don't know how I say this, level designing skills have greatly improved since the first KPP World, and I really hope you enjoy the levels in KPP World 3. So stay tuned for the next part, which is coming right after this. So stay tuned. So my level designing backstory, part 3. My level designing backstory goes all the way back to 2nd grade, maybe even 1st grade. But I remember sitting there in class, I was drawing levels up like crazy. I loved making levels. In 3rd grade, I created a game that I like to call Mario Maze. Yes, I really, ever since 3rd grade, wanted to work for Nintendo. Now things have changed, but I'm gonna keep talking about my level designing backstory. So all the way through elementary school, all the way up to even 9th grade. I'm in 11th grade now, if in case you didn't know. My level designing backstory has been huge. I've been designing levels since 2nd grade. I might show a few screenshots for you. I think I still have the ones I made in 2nd grade. But I always loved to draw. I mean, drawing was a great way to get my creativity out. So, like, when I drew, I would make different worlds and stuff. Like, I even had a notebook one time. I don't know what happened to it, but I had a notebook with over 100 levels in it. I think it only had 101, but it was crazy. I made a whole story mode, and I'd even design the levels and the menus, and I designed the menus and stuff. And the whole time I'd be humming music, like I said in the last part. And then, right around, I think it was 6th grade, I don't know, I just got curious. I'm like, what? How could I make my own level, like, on the computer? And somehow I managed to find Lunar Magic. I'm like, yes, this is just what I needed. And so I got Lunar Magic, and my first level I posted onto my page, and it was called my very first Super Mario World level, I guess, something like that. I know it had the first in it. But I mean, it was horrible. It was a horrible level. I mean, I had no experience with Lunar Magic. I was like 12 or something, and I mean, I was really bad at it. I was like 11 actually, I think. But I mean, you can tell now I've actually gotten pretty good at it. I mean, I'm not crazy good. I'm not great. I'm not amazing. I'm just decent. I mean, I don't know if anyone else has a different opinion than me, but that's what I'd say. I'm just decent. It takes years of training just to get good at it. But I mean, there are some people who just had the talent and the smarts and stuff to do it. So I don't know. I just wasn't one of those people. But I mean, I can get there. It will, I mean, I don't know how long I'll be doing this for, but I mean, it's very entertaining. It's just really, really hard. And I think from now on, my hacks are gonna be a lot smaller because my KPP World 3 has a total of 70 exits. It's crazy. It's the biggest thing it's the biggest project I've ever done. So I hope you guys enjoy it. And I don't know if there's a next part, but I'll see. So if not, see you guys later. If so, then there's the next part. So the fourth part, I think this is the final part, and this is the final part. When I became a gamer, this is a great one. The fourth part, when I became a gamer, I should probably start way back when I was in kindergarten. I remember I met a kid, or I was pretty much a loner. Well, everyone was back then. I mean, you have to meet people. I wasn't that great at meeting people, but I did end up meeting a few friends back then that I am still friends with today. One of which was the one who got me way into gaming. Um, is I don't want to say his name, but yeah, I met him, and he went to TLC, and I went to TLC, and when I went to TLC, I walked by him, and he was like, "Hey, you want to play a game of Yoshi?" And I was like, "Yeah, let's play a game of Yoshi." And so I was like, "What's a Yoshi?" And he's like, "Oh, haven't you heard of this game called Yoshi's Island or whatever?" And I was like, "No, I've never heard of that." It's like, "You should try it sometime." And so for my 6th birthday, my parents got me a Game Boy Advance SP with, guess which game? Super Mario World for the GBA. Yeah. That was the very first game I have ever had, and I still have it today, and it still works great. I still have my Game Boy today, although I did switch the what are they called? I did change the color of it. Let's just say that. I took some parts and switched them out. But yeah, it's awesome. I mean, Super Mario World was the very first game I got into. I remember playing it with my other friend I met back then. And I showed him. All I remember from back then is I was at TLC. We were in the room, and I showed him. I showed him. I'm like, "Hey, look at the secret I found." I was like, "Whoa, where'd you find that secret?" I'm like, "You just have to go through this, this, and this." And he was like, "Oh, cool." And yeah, back then gaming was very important. It was really a really cool pastime, and I love gaming still today. The same type of games too. Like, I'm not so into the shooters and stuff like most kids from back then are now, but I really like Zelda, Mario, Kirby, Pokemon, stuff like that. Fire Emblem. Yeah. So I guess I just have him to thank. But that all those games had a really big influence on KPP World 3, and same with my level designing backstory, and also my old dream of becoming a video game creator. So I hope you enjoy the evolution of KPP World 3. I know it wasn't all about KPP World 3, but now you learned some stuff about me. I guess now you can stalk me or something. But alright, see you later.
Dad, did you fix your kitchen walk tape?
No.
Hey, why did you want to stop? Oh my goodness! Yeah, I'll work on it today. Yeah, it's away. Georgia, Georgia, I'll be in the bars. Do you want to go there? I'm going to go and you were Savannah? I want to feel a little there.
When you think of the Monday,
They're going to see somebody this afternoon because they're hanging out at the Green Beach this morning. But I figured Jared's here all afternoon. Let's take him to his house.
yes, and I mean, if she's going to get right in the room, she's going to go around with her left in the right. If she was still on the outside, she might have been. Your hair. Look at the ball was spinning 200 watts.
How do you do that?
Is that better?
What?